Hey everyone, in this video I will show you really quickly how to optimize your products and product pages on your Shopify. Now this is very important if you want to get more sales because this does actually result in people finding your products and everything and then they just see a mess of a page and they just end up leaving because there's lack of trust. They see something that is not so professional, maybe something that is not. It's just there's no enough call to action to actually drive them in. And for this is why it's very important to actually optimize it and take the time to do so. It's going to take a lot of time for you to do more research about the things I will show you. I do have 13 tips which will just highlight the things that you will need to be doing more research for and exactly how to implement them the best way possible. But I will exactly show you what you need to go for and what you need to implement for your product page and your products overall. So these changes are going to be affecting this page right here, where you'll be adding your products. So you can edit your products here and you can also add your products here. Now this is going to be affected. So this is going to be in the video a lot. And we also need to work on the actual product page where people can add to cart, view the product, and things like that. Now, I'm not going to effectively change the page with you. I'm just going to, again, show you what you will be needing to do because it's a process that will be taking a lot of time and you should have the time for it because it's going to be completely worth it later on with your journey with Shopify. Okay, so let me just go ahead and open up my trusty notepad here where I have written 13 tips for how to actually start optimizing your page, product page, and all of those things. So optimizing a product page on Shopify to attract more visitors and increase sales involves several key strategies aimed at enhancing the page's visibility, usability, and persuasive elements. Underline persuasive because it's very important. Here's a comprehensive guide to optimizing your product page. So the first thing is going to be high quality product images and videos. In here, if we go back here, once you actually add the product, this is going to be the media tab over here. Is going to be the most important thing that you will be adding because a lot of people, for some reason, they don't like to read. They like to just see first whether the product looks good or not. And based off of that, people can actually either close the page or go ahead and click add to cart. So make sure that you have very excellent photography of your product and make sure you have a lot of very high quality images, and if videos, same goes for videos as well. Okay, so that does show the for example, if you're selling a clothing like a shirt or something, make sure to have different angles. Make sure that you zoom in if it's a clothing item into the material because this is going to be like a very powerful factor if people can actually like see the material up close so they can just trust the product even more. So I have here written use high resolution images that showcase your product from various angles, from far away how it looks like, from close up how it looks like. Include as many images, high quality images as you can. Include videos demonstrating the product in use, its features and benefits. This is going to be working more of products that are going to have a problem to solve instead of clothing. So if that's a thing, try to actually have a good video for it where it's going to be very short. It doesn't have to be very long, just going to be very short, explaining why this product is amazing and why people should buy it. Okay, it should be high quality and it's going to be very short, just demonstrating the product. And then zoom functionality for customers to examine details closely. You will need to enable that as well. So to enable zooming, it's very simple. Very simply, you go ahead and click on your Shopify store, go to customize, and then just wait for it. From here, you either go to your product page or go to a specific product, and then we can just click on here, where we can just simply find image zoom, and then we can have click and hover or open lightbox. I have it on this, and you can just save it like that. Okay. So next up, we've got compelling product descriptions. Now for the descriptions, you will need to write clear, concise, and persuasive product descriptions that highlight its unique selling points, benefits, and features. Basically include within the description, other than obviously the obvious, like details about the product, like what the materials are and everything else. Describing the products, you will need to add things like why this product is going to be useful. People are not just going to buy your products because they just want to. It's because they want this product to help them. So do ensure that you write how this product is actually going to solve a problem of theirs or how it's going to help them. Okay, so that's one thing for the descriptions. Use persuasive language and storytelling to engage customers. It doesn't have to be a long storytelling thing. Don't make it too boring because people tend to not read too much. Just by storytelling, I meant just let them know why this product was worthy of being added to your Shopify store. Okay. And then relevant keywords for SEO as well is going to be very helpful for, Google searches and that kind of stuff. Now, call to action is going to be very important. That is going to be the add to cart or buy now. You will need to make sure that this button is very visible and it's just like right there in your face instead of just being hiding. You don't want people to search for it and maybe second guess themselves. You want it to be right there in front, in the middle of the screen, where they could just simply click it and go on with their lives. Okay. So make sure that is very visible and like very clickable, if you know what I mean. So next up, we've got the customer reviews and testimonials. For the reviews, you will need to display customer reviews and testimonials, which is going to basically be a trust thing. You will be building trust with this. So if you want to do it, it's going to be very simple. You just go to your apps or Shopify apps, and then you should just look up. If we go to App Store real quick, you just search for product reviews and you should have plenty of options to choose from. You can just use this one and you will have plenty of things, or maybe not. It's just there's plenty of things to choose from, like many apps to actually use for this specific thing. So it's an app within the Shopify. Okay, it's going to be very simple to install and easy, and just going to build trust again. So people that are just visiting and they're not, if they're newcomers to your store, they will see the ratings, and you will try to make people leave good ratings, and people will see that and they just buy because they know that other people liked your product, basically. Now, the specifications is going to be, I said it before, you will need to make sure that every specific thing about the product you mention within the description. Okay, make sure you mention the dimensions, materials, instructions if there's any, and that kind of stuff, all included. Which is just don't leave any misconceptions about your product. Next up, we've got the mobile responsiveness. I don't know if it's most or not yet, but I think most people use their phones for this kind of stuff. So make sure that people that are using their phones, which are a lot of people, don't miss out on any of these tips. Okay, make sure it's very optimized for mobile devices and also for desktop. Don't leave one in the dust. Okay, so that's for the mobile responsiveness. And then we've got to the optimized page loading speed. Now, there's unfortunately a lot of Shopify stores out there that are they're just jam-packed with media, with apps, with a lot of things that are just slowing down their Shopify store. And this actually does have a very, very, very bad effect on your Shopify store. Some people just can't wait for this page to load forever until they buy something. They will see it's loading very slowly, and if they're not too interested at first, at this point they will just leave the page. They will not wait that long for something like that. Okay, so make sure that your page loading speed is very snappy, and there's a lot of things to do in order to enhance this. There are going to be third-party apps that you can install that are going to enhance performance, but that's not going to be enough. You'll need to do a lot of things, like for your media, for other apps that you have. The more apps that you have, the slower your Shopify gets. So there's going to be a lot to keep in mind. Like I said, this entire video is just going to list things for you, but in real life, this is going to take a lot of time from you to actually apply these points here that I have written for you. Okay, so for SEO optimization, I mean, I guess it's kind of obvious. If not, you will need to optimize your titles, descriptions, and URLs to show more within Google searches. You want to be out there. You want people to actually find you within these search applications, and there are going to be plenty of platforms out there that are going to help you with your SEO searches and things like that. But you will need to be sure of this section right here. If you just go down here, over here, the search engine listing, edit, the meta description, the page title, everything you want to actually have as very detailed, very SEO friendly, and you just want to be found, as well as the URL handle here. So this section, be sure to always optimize it. Don't just leave it like this. Look at this. By the way, this is a sample or an example product, but you can see, like, if people see this when they are searching for it, they will just like, what is this? It's a mess. You know what I mean? You want to have a great impression from people that will find you from Google or a different search engine. So keep that in mind. What's next? We've got the cross-selling and upselling. Now, this is just enabling related products within the product page. So in here, instead of just having empty stuff, you can add related products or other products that someone may like. Maybe it's something, so somebody just enters a specific product that you have, but they're not so much into it, but they like that kind of stuff, and then you list them. And who knows, maybe a product that you list down there that is related will actually have the sale ended up, buying from them. You know what I mean? So this is actually also very nice and important. And it's just adding a layer to just, ensuring that you will get a sale even more, basically. Now, for trust badges and security icons, it's just going to fortify your Shopify store and just going to give trust for the people. Because look, display trust badges, secure payments icons, SSL certificates to reassure customers about the security of their transactions. Now, that's one part of it. The other part is going to be actually highlighting guarantees, return policies, very important one, return policies. People need to see that right away, and also customer support options. Because if they see that, also including the ratings that we just added, people are just going to trust you, okay? Obviously. But if you don't have any of those things, people may just not buy, not because the product is not good, but rather they are afraid that you basically will get scammed, okay? We don't want that. We want people to trust us so they can actually buy without hesitating too much. Great. And then we've got social proof and social sharing. So for the social proof, social sharing is just going to, you will need to allow customers to share the product with their networks. Again, it's just going to give that extra layer of possibility of someone actually buying it if they share it to their friends, their family members, that kind of stuff. And it's just going to also show a proof of how many people that have liked this on social media platforms. Again, a layer of trust and a layer of extra possibility of purchase. Now the 12th here, the tip is going to be to be more human. That is going to be with your descriptions. That is going to be with your voice. Basically, you don't want to be extra robotic when you explain things. You want to give a little bit of a human touch when it comes to your media and your text, basically, but without losing that professionalism, if that's even a word. Okay, so here, use your brand voice everywhere. Make your store be more human and you. So you want it to be you speaking, not a robot talking to people, instead of just robotically explaining your products. Okay, and for the media, have media that is more relatable to people. This way you showcase a little bit of human touch without losing quality. Let me just say that again. So you want to add a human touch, which is just going to relate to more people, but without losing the quality of the image or video. Okay. And then lastly, we've got the testing. So A/B testing and analytics. Just make sure that you keep testing different elements of your product page, like the call to action buttons, images, copy through, and just basically test whatever you can within your page. Make sure it's all interactive and working well. And you can use A/B testing to optimize for conversions. And you can also use analytics tools to track visitor behavior and see like if there's any improvement. And also you can have feedback and stuff, which is just going to allow even more for more confidence, basically, that you are doing good or not. And if not, you will know exactly what to work on, to adjust, to make sure that you even become better. Always allow feedback, okay? And yeah, I guess that's all I have to cover for this video. You have a lot of work to do if you are going to implement all of those things, but it's going to take a lot of time, but it is very, very worth it. So make sure that you actually follow through and work on them, and hopefully you will just you will see the results. Trust me. So keep your head up, work on it, and that's it. Thanks for watching.